Another wonderful day here at Disneyland, and I'm here to show you guys everything that's happening with construction updates across the park. So without further ado, everybody, let's begin. I'm making my way over to the parks, as that sign says right there, with Goofy looking as proud as ever. And then we do have Star Wars Galaxy's Edge over here. You know, it always feels interesting parking in this, level of the parking structure. I usually don't park here. Usually it's either Donald or Mickey Mouse for me, one of the two. Here we go, everybody. I'm here inside Disneyland. Nothing gets more Disneyland than this. Well, actually, this is one of the prime Disneyland views that you can get. Having Main Street Station right there in the back with the train there, with the CK Holiday #1, that's the engine name, with the Holiday 5 blue cars. I mean, I feel like that's a perfect combo right there, and that's the most photogenic combo you can get, and it's just really satisfying for all the views that you can get here when you're walking in. You gotta enjoy it. You gotta enjoy it. If we zoom in, you can see all the cool details of the train with all the shininess. There you go. Walk through this side of Main Street. On this side of the Emporium, you can see that they do have that section of the facade right there covered up. It looks like they're just giving it a paint job. Meanwhile, the fire department and City Hall are no longer behind screen. They are all ready to go for guests to see. Here we go into the happiest place on earth, the Disneyland Resort. Here we go. You got the Sleeping Beauty Castle right there. You really got to admire all these views right here. These Main Street views. People are waiting for the parade. Myself some fruit right here. And over here we can see the Disneyland band making their way down the parade route here on Main Street. This looks really nice. Turing is no longer craving the Disneyland churros, the ice creams, or all the sweet treats that they have. But Turing is wanting to get a fruit instead. I got myself an apple and I got myself a banana because I haven't had breakfast and I need something decent. Something decent to start my day, I guess, at 3 p.m. I wanted to remind everybody that Fantasmic will be returning to Disneyland this Friday, May 24th. The day is already approaching. So Disney today on May 23rd, they've already released footage of the show with its new updates, the return of the Peter Pan scene, and look at the new finale as well with Mickey and Maleficent. Essentially, it's the same thing as what we had before, just with no dragons. So nothing too crazy there. It's all going to be just about the same. So Fantasmic, when it comes back, will be just about how we're used to seeing it, right? Just minus Pirates of the Caribbean and Murphy the Dragon and all that. So just wanted to leave you guys that little reminder. And yeah, good things are coming our way. Fortunately, I will not be here that day. I'm grown up now. I have my own things to do. It's not as easy as before, as where I could find my way to be able to catch things on the first day, but it's not for me anymore. My time's passed. I'm gonna keep it straight and simple for my Haunted Mansion fans. There's nothing to report here. It's all just about the same. This view right here, walking to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, is still most definitely gonna take time to get used to, seeing that water tower right there. Because, I'm used to seeing the orange colors of Splash Mountain, but here we got Tiana's Bayou Adventure and everything's looking more green than ever. Let's take a peek. Here we have Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I wanted to give you guys a little closer look, but also like a sort of moving shot as well, so you guys can see how everything looks from all the angles here up in the front of the ride, with all the bayou trees, now the foliage right there. There we go, take a peek at that. Absolutely incredible. So let's start the whole analyzing process. So let's see. So what I can see up front, it looks like they have some new wiring up on the ceiling of the drop right there in that little room. No water flowing out of the drop yet, but they did have water flowing on the tracks, which I'll show you guys in a minute.
It's happened before and it's happening now. We have water running here at Tiana's Bayou Adventure, opening soon here at the Disneyland Resort. Look at this. So I'm right over the bridge that gets passed under once they go down the drop over here at Disneyland's version of the ride. So it doesn't look like we have water running down the actual drop of Tiana's, but we do have water running throughout the track itself. And you can see that right here, right behind me. Here we go, everybody. I'm pretty sure this is just maintenance on the water pipes, just to make sure everything is up and running and ready to go for whenever Tiana's Bayou Adventure opens here at Disneyland sometime this year. Stay tuned for the opening date.
They did have water flowing last week and just a few days ago as well. And other than that, I can't really see anything visibly new. Everything just looks more greener, obviously, but in terms of, like anything that's really, really, striking, nothing too noticeable. Everything's just all blending together, all the progress. So they are at that point, it looks like, where they're just about finalizing the exterior of the facade. Well, almost there, if anything. I didn't realize this earlier, but it looks like there's some lights on inside of the ride itself, right before that big 50-foot plunge. So I'm pretty sure they're just working on the interior of the ride right now as we speak. But other than that, I can't really see anything else happening on the outside. So that's the front of Tiana. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out and turn around so that you guys can see everything happening over here on this side. Again, nothing visibly new, but you guys can see that water was definitely being tested in the past few days. And as I mentioned, they were testing water. They were testing water last Thursday when I was here. So that would be, let's see, today's May 23rd. So that puts us at May 17th. That's when, no, May 16th, sorry. That's when I was here. That's when they were testing the water right here. But they were also testing the water with the log flumes earlier this week as well. So I think that's just been some ongoing testing that they've been doing here in the meantime, but while they get ready to open this up. Here's another glimpse at the track having some water right here from its recent ride test. So you guys can see that, you know, just there's little, the track just has a little bit of water on there. It's nothing too insane, but you guys can definitely see some evidence that there was testing happening. And I really wonder, you know, how does everything look in the interior of the ride, in the inside of it, you know? Have any animatronics been placed yet? Have any special lighting effects been placed? Is there music testing yet inside that we don't know about? That's always something to think about. And it looks like they have to finish up that side of the rockwork right there in the center of your screen where it's gray. That doesn't look done yet, but I'm pretty sure we'll see that done sometime within the next few weeks. I'm so excited. I'm really excited to see how this is all gonna look in the end, you know, with its lighting effects at night and all that fun stuff over the summer. And I'm really curious, you know, when will this open up? My prediction is sometime this fall. They did say late 2024, so I think that time frame will still apply to us Californians here at Disneyland. Meanwhile, Walt Disney World will get their version of the ride on June 28th. June 28th, so a little later than I was expecting. I was actually anticipating a May opening for their version of the ride, but now that I think about it, that might have been a little too early. But I think a Juneteenth opening would have been really clever in their case. You know, that would have made a lot more sense, you know, with respect to, you know, when Walt Disney World will open. But that's cool. So unfortunately, this walkway of Critter Country is blocked off, so I can't really give you guys those side views of Tiana's Bayou Adventure over on that side as I usually do. So I'm just gonna have to try my best from over here on this angle right here next to the Hungry Bear restaurant. So let's see. First things first. The first thing I noticed actually was how the wall was pushed back this way. They did move the Lewis photo op right here more towards the front on this side where guests can still take their photos with that backdrop. So that's cool. But let's go ahead and actually zoom in and really take a look at everything. So let's see. So obviously more greenery, right? More greenery, more foliage as we anticipate. Yeah, go for it. Sorry about that. Let's see. And then we have the water tower right there, right? Looks about the same. Everything looks about the same, honestly, from when I saw last week. If anything, they've changed some steel work. They've actually cleared out some of the scaffolding from that's part of the water tower right there too. You can actually see some plants growing around the water tower as well. Well, not growing, they're replaced there, but you know what I mean. And I'm trying to think. There's more plant work right there on the post holding that bridge up there that's in the center of your screen, you know, where the track goes, which is right before the first drop of the ride. Looks like they're finalizing that bar building over there. Well, not exactly finalizing, they just got to finish working on the wood structure and as well as all that framing and all of that fun construction stuff, right? Really curious. I would like to see them be able to work on this real time because it looks like they work on this ride after hours, you know, when the park is closed. So it would be really neat if we could get our first look at how everything looks behind the scenes, you know? That'd be a really interesting peek. Aside from that though, I think that's all of what there really is to cover. So just to summarize it all up, I think the only thing that's really notably new is all of the foliage that they have placed around the water tower right there, as well as the foliage that's placed on the posts holding that bridge up where that track is, you know, before the first drop of the ride. So there you go.
Blue skies and sunshine guaranteed. Speaking of surprises, this place we're passing over is chock full of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and other beloved critters on fun-filled adventures where anything can happen.
You know what? I don't think they discounted on this name. They didn't discount it.
As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, last outpost in these parts, we're now.
There you have today's update, everybody. It was a really short one, given that we can't really walk across, you know, all of Critter Country right now. But the good thing is that we can see at least what's happening here in the front of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, you know, at least being able to get those first looks, right? You know, how everything is going to look in the front and just get an idea of how everything's going to look all around as well. And I can't wait until Critter Country opens up, which unfortunately we still don't have a reopening date for, but I'm pretty sure we'll get that sooner rather than later. And I'm sure it'll be open by the end of the summer. hopefully in time for Halloween time, maybe. We'll see what goes on with that. I'm on my way to California Adventure to watch the 4 o'clock showing of Better Together, and this is my combo when I watch that show. If I'm gonna watch that show, I like to get myself a gray stuff cake from the Red Rose Tavern here in Fantasyland. It's really good. I definitely recommend you guys give this a try. It's absolutely delicious. But I like to eat this while I'm watching the parade, and even if it means I have to walk from one end of the park to another end of the other park. So I mean, I don't mind if I gotta walk or if I gotta wait. I need my munchies when I'm watching that show because, oh man, it makes the experience so much better. So much better. I'm here at California Adventure and I managed to bring the gray stuff all the way over here, but I'm still gonna take it all the way over to Pixar Pier. I wanna get that view for the parade.
be ourselves, be unstoppable, and discover new ways to be better together.
It just ended. Just finished my gray stuff. I managed to hold it for an hour and accidentally dropped it on my shirt. That's got to be so much fun. Obviously, you guys know I have to get my favorite plate here at Disneyland, the chicken alfredo pasta right here from the Jolly Holiday Salins. Gonna eat good today. Let's go. But in the meantime, everybody, I do thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, do be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this from the parks. You can also check out my Instagram and TikTok, which could be found at Inside Disney Official. With that said, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next update. Take care of yourselves. Have yourselves a great one.